Hello, everybody. Greetings. It is iWrestler. Welcome to Universim 1.0 is out. So we have played this before on the channel, and it took a break after some episodes, but 1.0 has been released. A bunch of other things, and they actually exceeded their expectations, they said. So, which is exciting, to say the least. So they've done some things that they said were problems. I don't remember them being problems, but
Oh, we're doing this again, are we?
they also fixed the narrator talking about saying certain phrases as much. He doesn't say, well, he does. He'll say about ruining the planet, but he doesn't say it repetitively over and over. Apparently that was an issue, which I did not know. So, a reason that I was gonna say that's something they need to fix. Where
Nuggets are all unique to one another. Although there are some things that are shared between nuggets, these include the need for certain essentials like food and
so
water,
there are traits that you
stable
can
roof over their heads, and an occasional nap. They want to learn, build, discover, and create. It would all be quite inspirational if they also didn't happen to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them.
I'm gonna give him a hand here.
This message is quite odd. Beware.
The Book of Love. Dear Creator, we didn't mean to sound like we're complaining, but we're having a tough time doing all of the work with just two of us. There's any way we can expand our civilization, maybe bringing in a few extra helping hands. I sincerely hope there's an easy way of going about this. When there's not 1 month since comforting, we're craving solve hours of excruciating pain.
Of the trees. Well, that's obviously nonsense. Not to worry, I'll just put that over here in the garbage pile. Here's another message that makes more sense.
Where is he? Need to find where the guy is. Yes, there's Elu. Where is? There he is.
Oh, they look so cute together.
Elu and Annie are getting married, those poor fools. Okay. Yep. Well, while they're busy, so to speak,
So, you've uprooted a tree. Now what?
That's just adding on to that. They have a house, so yeah, I've seen this before, so a lot of this is going to be very much a pressure course, so to speak, because you see me play this game before, but 1.0 is out, and there were some things that there were some quality of life improvements they made. They fixed some crashing issues. They got a lot more in store, so to speak, but leading up to 1.0, after the videos I posted, was a lot of changes being made to improve things, so to speak.
Would you look at that? A little baby nugget.
Name them, yeah.
Adorable when they're young. Don't get too attached, though. They're still mortal after all.
They always
Plus,
do.
they will soon be old enough to have an opinion and make questionable life decisions. Let's see how much you like them then.
Jack and Nadia. Yep. So, hopefully someone's gonna build this at some point. Okay, good. About to say, there are still some more resources. You know what? I'm just gonna pump some resources into that thing. Make it easier. Finish up the wood. There, all you need to do now is bring 3 stone, buddy.
I hope you've been working on your beach body. You're not going to spend another summer just lazing around, are you?
I thought that's what summer was kind of built for. Yeah, no. So it's 26 Celsius, and the local temperature in this game. I think you can change it to Fahrenheit. Yeah. And so she's coming to help build. A trait that I gave them were true believers. So, you know, most of your nuggets start out believing you are real and believing in you, but I wanted to make sure that my first, and I thought it'd be interesting, I think my first nuggets just like really invested in the whole belief, you know, type idea. So. Power pump has been completed. It should be turning. I mean, the fact that it's not necessarily trouble. Well, it's a little bit troublesome, but it'd help, you know, that maybe it would turn a little bit. Ooh. Let's do that. Okay, so since the tools are here, I believe, is that epicenter? Engineers. You want engineers have a radius of what they'll fix. Doing your first had to be rather centralized. So we'll put it right here. That's close to where they live, and that encompasses, if I'm not mistaken, that does encompass the, yeah, okay, it encompasses the water pump. Good. So they're going to build that now. I have stone. So that should give them a little bit of a helping hand. And you see those roads up here, you know, those aren't arbitrary. That basically, those are defined by the path. So you see the road was right here. Well, you see these marks. That's where they've been walking. So the roads, with the roads placed down are kind of defined by where nuggets have been walking mostly. So we're getting water flow study now, which basically allows us to build a reservoir, store water from that. So. Which is useful during the winter, so to speak. And so there is something to be said about, well, why didn't you build that right off the bat? Well, you know, and that's a valid question, except for the fact that you can't, you know, why didn't you research that right off the bat and build that right away? And the reason being that your engineering, you know, I've done that before, and I've realized that when you delay engineering, especially with winter coming up, you know, your buildings can really be in a bad place. So it's kind of like, you know, which one do you want to do first? And engineering is something you want to do first. Because, you know, if the reservoir, you know, because if you're building it, because you want to get the engineering hub up and running previous to winter, so that way you'll be ready to, you know, go to anything. I mean, you know, reservoirs don't take that long to research. So to speak, you know, there are things later on that you have to really decide about, you know. You know, so we got this coming up in 30 seconds. After this, we'll probably do, you know, we might do another water one or something. We'll have to take a look. I have, you know, certain things queued up that are going to be researched. Really, cooking or fire is next on the list of things to do, and fire is essential for cooking, of course. So, and you want to get that done soon, and then you want to get fishing also on the dock. Fishing will be something that we'll probably have to for next spring, though. I'll probably build the dock, but it won't be a thing to be able to done. As you can see, that there's fishing, there's that well shaft framework. They used to have wells they don't. So we're gonna get other buckets on the list of things. But now we're going very much the cooking route. You know, fire, fish, then primitive cooking, and then we go back over to the water section. So, but now that we have that, we're gonna build a reservoir. Reservoirs also have a radius of where they get water from and where they provide water to. And so, and you know, and there's an efficiency rating, which is a new thing actually. So we're gonna put the reservoir right here. It used to be wells. Wells used to be the huge thing. Let's put Jack in.
Are you sure that nugget's up to the task?
No, but you do what you can, right? You can also look at your nuggets over here and click on the thing. So you see nuggets, and
at this rate, your civilization will be heading to the stars ahead of schedule.
Well, Shaffring will create.
Creator, let's hope it survives long enough.
Yeah, reservoirs also the cost was reduced in the 1.0.
You're looking a little weak, Creator. Unlike other water sources, wells do not contain dangerous bacteria.
Okay, heal a nugget. Dear Creator, my friend Elu never had a really pleasant face, but somehow looking worse lately. Thanks a lot. My friend, that's your mom. Okay, I haven't seen this shade of green before in my life. I tried to find a witch doctor, but they're all on some sort of medical conference. Actually, there aren't any, but
bacteria and parasites.
You want me to
Your
heal?
nuggets will surely appreciate having
Elu.
a stable stomach for a change.
The reservoirs, yeah, reservoirs used to be really expensive. Like you'd put one up and it was like 21 stone and I think it was like 10 wood or something. And you're just thinking like, I understand, you know, but like really excessive. And so I think they handled that, so to speak. So. Now, one thing that you notice in this game is you don't place houses; they do it themselves. And so, you know, so usually when you build a place that's something in like this reservoir where it's in, nuggets usually aren't going to build their house over here or over here outside. They were going to want to stay where the water is. So why this house is on the edge, because it was built before that. Most houses and nuggets will build houses close to their places of work, close to resources, or close to things like this, a reservoir, you know, where water is stored. You know, this is what you want. You know, you want to be close to this. This is where you're going to be getting most of your drinking water from, where you should be getting it from. So, yeah. So this is this is the water it has a reserve, and drinkable water is like it says for the segment it represents water that's been reserved by a nugget on the way to get a drink. This is how much water is actually stored in here. So it's going by 28 right now, which is good. Good. This is a 30 output, and so this is affected by temperature and things. So, you know, you'd say, well, why aren't they getting 30? That's 30 output. Well, it's really warm. It's 29 Celsius, which is super hot, and so some of it's evaporated actually. So we're getting 28, not 30. But this is churning now, which is good. So. They don't build the houses right away. Usually, your nuggets will not build a house until they are married, or together, so to speak. Now, I know there was, you know, when you go, well, Elu built it. Well, Ade and Elu built a house. That's the only house that really works that way. Once two nuggets decide to form a family, a house usually is the next. And houses have evolved. It used to be, the houses used to look fairly the same, very little variations. They didn't have all this, and they only house two people. I like the changes they've made. Houses now look like actual like homes, homesteads, and some homesteads have like 3 houses on them, and are rather large. So it's kind of cool. What is this? Oh gosh, I did not mean to crack that open. And open it even further. That didn't mean to do all this. What is this? Yeah, I'm bringing that to the epicenter. This is new. Box. Box. To the epicenter. There we go. There it is. You don't like it? You're researching the space box. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should probably look into that before we do anything foolish. Yeah. So let's see. We got 8. That's good. Oh gosh, there. Empty? Something? I don't know. Oh, the temple's being built. Yeah, the temple's also something in a place. This is when, like,
you look
people...
a little confused. Don't worry, I expected as much. I know you have questions, but you'll learn everything in time. On your own, without bothering me. It's getting a bit chilly in here. Winter's coming, creator.
Okay. Right. Yeah, it's fall. It's autumn. Good thing is there are only 5 people, and we should have... I would feel safe having about 15... Did that tree... Yeah, I thought I saw a move. Mysterious walking tree. Mysterious indeed. Okay, right here. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on you. I was like, is that tree walking? I could have sworn it was walking. And I was like, maybe I'm just imagining. Click out mysterious walking tree. Okay, I wasn't imagining these. I like to get 15 water, is what I was saying. During the winter. I'm not sure if that's enough, but that's where I'd feel good about it. We really... Oh, that tree. What are you gonna do? Yeah, it's moving again. Where are you going? I'm gonna cut you down at some point when we're building something. In fact, you would help our fishing greatly. I'm going to put you on a fishing hut once we research fishing in about 10 seconds. So. Stop moving. Okay, and then we'll go back to the cooking side when you do that with cooking oils, which are actually we're gonna not do cooking oils. We'll do cooking utensils first. Okay, so yeah, your days, dude. It's about to happen. Fishing. Yeah, you're first, buddy. Why can't I get you? Okay, well, regardless what it is, we're gonna do that. So, where are you? There you are. There's gotta be something I can... let's have Elubu. Are you still researching? The surface of the box, I'm pretty sure that's an F, is inscribed with mysterious markings. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing she's researching the second line. Give some more information. Where'd that tree run off to? Is it over here? Where's that? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's not winter yet. We're at 20, so that's great. Still producing. This is a new thing. I never saw this in the previous games, or this box thing. It might have been there, but I never saw that. You know, and the great thing is, I'm okay with it, because Universim has always been a game that I admire for it going, you know what? You know, this is it's a city builder. You know, you advance through the ages, but we're not going to take things too seriously or crazy. You know, so it's always had that element of really funny humor. The narrator, preparing for a date. You know, the narrator, you know, the little comments he says, the names, the reaction, the way that your characters look in in general, and just things, you know, that you find out, you know, and things that you just, you know, that happen. So Nye and Jack have tied the knot. Now they can look forward to their hour-long honeymoon. So a 1 hour honeymoon, and then a house is probably placed somewhere, and I don't know where. You'll see the building site eventually. Eventually, houses kind of start to go a certain way, or help Jack finish the hut.
You might be too kind for this world creator. Oh well, I suppose it'll give you some time to practice your powers, while that nugget lays in a hammock sipping a mojito.
Sounds great. Where's 3? I want to maximize using your powers. Where's a tree that's 3 wood? Gotta be a tree around here. Well, there's one that's 3. Yeah. Let's get you doing that. So we got this. So the box, I'm guessing it says the box is heavy. I'm guessing that's is, and smells of sawdust. Okay. So it's inscribed with mysterious markings, and it's heavy, and it smells like wood, basically sawdust. Oh gosh, we got all the water. We filled the reservoir. Okay, never a bad idea to have more than one. Because people are building over here for this way, see if we can get one over here. So, are you researching it now? Yes. Okay. Oh, we got cooking. We can buy. Gosh, I completely missed it. We can build eatery. Yeah. Eateries are important for people. It's where they go to eat. Let's put it right here. Or not. We can't apparently. Okay, that's fine. Let's put it over here.
The pumps have frozen solid, Creator.
And prioritize
I hope
it.
you have enough reservoirs to sustain your civilization through the winter.
I have one that's completely full, so it'd be okay. Where did I put the other one? I should place it down, and I can't find it. The snow. Let's see here. So here's their house. So I put it somewhere over here. Well, I'll find it again at some point, but let's remember what we prioritized here. What are you up to? Going to repair. He's fixing the reservoir.
Creator, just out of curiosity,
Yeah?
how good are you at foot rubs?
Well, not to sound proud, but I have been told by more than one person that I am incredibly gifted in that
Winter is
area.
here, Creator. I have a great survival tip for you. Where did I put it? I'll get back to you.
So, okay, I thought he was leaving. Unless there's more than one. There's more than one walking tree. Okay, I'm a little bit concerned now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the ints as much as the next person. But, yeah. Well, luckily, what are you doing? Okay, so the box is heavy and smells of sawdust. Okay, so there one more line to go.
That looks like a rather rough process. Let's hope nobody gets hurt.
They got two houses here, okay. Wait a minute, who'd they have as a kid? Something. Take this into the world with your new follower. There's the reservoir. Pause. All the way over there. Eventually, when it comes to weather, you can get a meteorology tower. It comes pretty quickly early on. You probably have seen it, and it tells you how long the seasons will be. For those of you that are new, though, to this whole Universim has been around for quite a while now. I remember getting it back, back in like 2017 or 18 or something like that. No, it was before that. It's been in development for a very long time. And so for a while, all you got was just the launcher, and the launcher would update each time, and sometimes it wouldn't update. It would not finish updating. And so the game went through several different iterations and such, and it showed up on channels early on when it was being played. And it just, you know, and for a while you couldn't save the game, and there you actually, and they actually, there was actually a building you had to build. It took no research. Well, actually, you had the research, and it went very quick. Is once it was built though, and it was called the archives, and you had to build the archives, in order to, feminism. You had to build the archives in order to save the game, and so and you'd have people work at the archives, and so you click on the archives and click save. Now that's no longer a thing, but that was where it was, and it was kind of unique actually and interesting. I kind of liked it a little bit because, you know, most games don't do that. You just press escape and save, which is what you do now here. So as much, you know, and I understand that some, you know, some people hated that system, like, oh, I have to build a building, and I thought, well, yeah, but it's kind of interesting. I mean, you know, when you know, if in the game world, you know, you want to be unique, you know, to make, you know, to have your game kind of stand out and you know, and you know, and drive innovation. And you know, if you know, and if it requires that you know, have to, you know, build an extra building, you know, that kind of makes it fun, you know. So let's uproot that tree, and let's uproot that tree and get all the wood placed. Yeah, so wood is good for that, right, for the next reservoir. And so that was, yeah, so that was a thing, and it was really interesting and new. What do we got here? So the nuggets here clatter, something shifts inside the box. Okay, let's open it. Whoa!
After studying this blueprint fragment, I can draw one conclusion. You're going to need more.
Okay, we have enough wood to build like 10 buildings, but that explosion thing was not fun. Okay. We're gonna have Nadia work in the eatery. And since we have more nuggets available, let's have Wim Cabo join Jack. And let's unpause this, because there's no reason to keep it paused right now. Let's see if I can just kind of shove it along here in construction wise. Got the creator points to do it, so I might as well go over. There we go. So there, now they don't have to, now they can just come build it. So to speak, fishing will take place as well later on. It's negative 19 Celsius though. Speaking of Celsius and things like that and temperatures, I hope you all have been keeping yourselves warm. I'm in the United States, if you can't already tell, and it was cold where I was. And then they said, okay, yeah, the temperature's gonna warm, we're gonna thaw, and then we kind of stopped warming, and then we didn't warm up, like, and this forecast seemed to change on the hour. It was like, you know, you'd like look at the forecast for tomorrow and it'd be like 41 degrees, and you'd be like, oh, we're gonna warm up, and then like an hour later you're looking, it's like, it's gonna be 37 tomorrow, and you're like, wait a minute, you're like, I mean, that's still above freezing, but 37, that's 4 degrees lower, you know. And you'd be like, well, it can't be that bad. It's gonna be, you know, and you like, yeah, it's gonna be clear overnight, you know. And then you look and it's still 37, and then it'd say, but at night when it gets out 20, it's gonna freeze and rain. And you're like, well, then what's the point, you know, of the temperatures going up? So you're a supporter. You're there supporting that construction. Oh, that's right. You know, I thought, well, you have all the things. Well, yeah, but they gotta chop things down that are around that stop the construction site. Now I think he's gonna build it. Oh, he's still chopping trees. Okay, so yeah, now they're building it. Okay. Make 13 Celsius. Okay. Let's see what we got here coming up. Okay. So the eatery, it's not that they can't eat without that, but it provides a centralized place for people to go to get food, you know, rather than, you know, and so the eatery, it's right here, and I think they were going to the evolution tower to eat, or they were finding food just out there in the world. Now it's more centralized where they know they can get a meal. So Nadia is doing nothing, which is sad, but she does serve food, and cook from time to time, so. Elu praise, and they're actually more of a fear than anything. Okay, yeah, I know. Well, shaft framework is complete. Let's get ancient burial researched after shamanism. Also, I sometimes, well, sometimes, and most of the time, no. Sometimes in this game, I'll be a bit evil. When it comes to building placement, I one time built the cemetery right behind the hospital. You know, so when you're in the hospital in this game, it's like, are you gonna do? You know, it's like, are you gonna treat me? It's like, yeah. It's like, yeah. But if I can't, if you look out back, we got a place for you. You know, and it's like, what? It's like, yes. Not to mention, this game can also get dark at times when it comes to the humor. At one point, you have a quest. Well, not always, but sometimes you'll get a quest to transport a dead person to the cemetery. The cemetery guy will be like, heavy wheelbarrow, you know, can you do it for me? So yeah, the narrator in this game is hilarious. I love him. He's one of the best parts of the game.
Now that winter is over, we should probably perform a head count to see how many nuggets survived.
I think everyone's fine, but Jolt Joy all the same. So, just a joy, basically. You just do it anywhere. It makes everyone really happy. So happiness is very high. Jolted Joy is 10 minutes long. And so we have some more things that we can do now. So we can do a trickle effect, rain, forestation, grow forest. And so the rain is useful. Rain costs a lot. Trickle effect is 40s. And it's good to have trickle effect in the bank in case your reservoirs don't fill up. I remember when at one point I had it where something, I can't remember. I don't know if it was a cold winter or I mean cold spring or something, but the reservoir, like, we were getting close to winter, and one of the reservoirs wasn't. Yeah, just box open. Okay, and so so I used that to get the boom. I'm gonna research that. And so I used that to, are you out fishing? Oh, you're out on the boat. Only 2,220 fish? That's not a lot of fish. An ocean or a lake? A huge. No, I mean, I get, or a sea, I don't know. I mean, it's inland, so it's a lake. But, it's a big lake. You'd think there'd be more fish. Unless there's a radius. Is there a radius that you only go to? Well, regardless, we'll have to find. I mean, eventually your water pump will also run out of water. Should have looked when I was choosing here, how close an alternate water source is, and it looks like there isn't one that's very close. Unless it's across the mountain, which doesn't look like it is. Oh gosh, it's all the way over here. That's a really far distance. Oh. Well, we're okay for right now. Okay, so, and then this is researched instantly. So, let's get grass weaving on there. And we'll get Town Hall on the docket. So, Town Hall is where you appoint minister. So there are elections that happen for the leader, but the minister, you have like a governor and things like that. So the cooking oils and everything, and the cooking utensils, you know, so like you'll see what cooking oils do. They don't get hungry as often. Cooking utensils, you know, they are able to do they're quicker cooking in the eatery. So everything has a point. I wish you could prioritize them. Like, I wish you'd fill this one up first and then fill that one up, but you know, you can hope. We have 8 nuggets. We have 8 believers and we have 8 nuggets. And they are now leaning on the... Because there's love and there's fear. So it's kind of this method of like, you know, based on what you're doing, do they love you or are they deathly afraid that you might strike them down at a whim? And so right now it's like, gosh, you only have 8 nuggets. It can get very, very busy. I mean, busy, that's wrong. You can get a lot of people very quickly. There will come a point where you do not have jobs for everybody, where it just tons of buildings are just showing up, you know. As part of a thing. Like right now we're doing pretty well. I don't think we have any jobs open, and everyone can be a labor, you know, and you can get tons of people as laborers, good, but at the same time, you know, it can get, you know, and you can get very, you know, you can get a lot of people all of a sudden showing up. So, you know, you want to plan ahead, hence the second reservoir, you know, and the engineering hut, you know, you eventually probably want to build one over here that will cover this area, but for right now they are very sufficient, you know. Storage areas, I'm not sure if that provides a job. They might, unless they made working at the warehouse a thing now. Shadow. So people are going to research the space box, okay. There, now there's more food there. Why are they running? Thirsty. Why are you going that? Dude, it's over here. I mean, I guess you could go to the eatery to get a drink. Anyway, so the storage areas is a warehouse and such, and I don't know now. In the previous iterations, there wasn't a job at the warehouse. Some of the icons have also changed. It was just where things were stored. Now that could have been switched. You know, it seems that City Builder, the way it handles warehouses is always different. Some, you know, there's like plenty of, like in Foundation, there's plenty of jobs in the warehouse with lots of transporters. Some in some games there's one job in the warehouse, or you can assign, or in Ostrov you can assign, I think, as you know, you can assign one to both, you know, to the grain, you know, you can, they do both the granary and the warehouse, so it's not separated. You know, and so you can assign, you know, 1, 2, I think you can assign tons of people, although in Ostrov usually you're hurting for people, which I'll get back to that game. That guy, despite the war, has been working on it. Yeah, the guy who does it is a Ukrainian. He's the maker of it. It used to be a one-man operation. I believe it's 2 now. Or not 2, I believe there's more people involved now, but it used to be a one-man operation. It was just him, and he started, and I remember finding his game on Humble Bundle and thinking, that's really interesting, and so I got it, and it, you know, and so I was one of the supporters, and it said, you know, as a supporter, you know, like this will happen, you know, you get access to so it came out on Steam, I got access to it on Steam. Because for a while you got the, for a while, you would go into Humble Bundle, and you would log in, and you would get a folder, and that's how you did the game. And then it got to Steam. And I really enjoy Austria. It's a very pretty game in terms of graphically for a city builder. And I like the way it does things in that game. Because the room begins intense. You need to build houses for the winter. You need to get things done, and there's a lot of things that have to go, and it's not so much research as it's one building opens another building, so to speak, as things go on. Because all the buildings are there pretty much. It's just a matter of, do you have, it's not like you have to unlock buildings. All the buildings are available. It's a matter of, do you have enough people? And certain jobs are restricted because it's, those times. So, it looks like this is the same thing with, this box is inscribed with mysterious markings, I'm guessing. The surface of the box is inscribed. So, are you a shepherd? What are you carrying? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So when you have a place like this, usually the other a house won't be built. Now sometimes they do build houses, regardless that there's an opening. But usually when there's an opening, they move in there. Now we have quite a few people. We have 10 nuggets. We have 8 adults that can work and 4 children. Or no, do we have? How many children do we have? Next. I'll show you the workers here. I believe we have 2 children. Yeah, Jack has a child. So 2 children. So 10 nuggets, 10 believers. So everyone believes we're real. What's the census there? Number has begun at last. Yay. So we got this coming up to 22, and then once that's done, this will fill up. So we should be good on that front. Moving forward, shamanism is and then calendar, so we can build that thing. And then I think we're gonna go with hunting. And agriculture. We'll probably do those, and then we'll go back to the and there's ministries of a lot of things. And so we'll go back to those, but one of the things I want to get before I go back and do the ministries and such is wood ovens. Comes from material refinement, which is right here. And so material refinement might be something I want to do before I go back, because I don't want to go back just for Ministry of Agriculture. So I like to do material refinement, then go back and do all these, and do Ministry of Water at the same time. Now, what the Ministry of Water does, it keeps your civilization running, has food disparity. They regulate things so that you don't have to be, so that things can, run smoothly. Not that things don't run smoothly without them, but they kind of regulate things, and so it's good to have them. But it's at the same time, it's good to have, it's also not necessarily essential yet. The source box is inscribed with various markings. This doesn't look like sawdust anytime soon, so at least not this time.
That tree looks so splendid. It'll make an excellent boat one day. Quite a green thumb you have there, Creator. You might want to get that checked out.
I just wanted to plant some more forest. So, anyways, looks like they're researching this a little bit more, and that really helps it out. So, there's banging inside. I'm guessing, desperate banging inside. Where are you going? For a date? Okay. Yeah, shamanism is okay. So let's get hunting. Yeah, hunting research. Actually, let's not. Let's get agriculture research, and then we'll do hunting. So, yeah, I know. Keep like hunting is a good, more immediate food source. Agriculture takes time, which is fine. Hospital. Where do you want with the hospital? Hospital nearby. With the hospital right. Can't put it right there. That's somebody's house. Oh wait, can I put it right? Nope. Put it over here.
You can do a fair amount of healing yourself, but it's good you're teaching them to take it into their own hands, creator.
Yeah, it's kind of the idea. So this water is almost full, and then this one will fill. Oh wait. Looks like they're dueling it. Okay, good. Dual watering or water. So it looks like we got upgrading DM production on new nuggets. They're not. Oh, okay. I was gonna say they are moving into that house, right? Okay. So we got now 3 families. Or rather 3 families. That can make nuggets. And no children anymore. So there are 6 people that are in these families. So 4 people currently single. I mean, you okay? Just formed a family. Okay, just formed a family. Oh, okay. Where's the house? you can kind of with the way you build things, you can kind of encourage houses in a certain area. So having a house right next door, that's actually good. So yeah. So if you build like production buildings over here, find your lost nugget. Oh boy.
I hope you find more than just bones, creator. Every nugget counts.
You just gotta listen for the howling.
A nugget needs help, creator. I know agony when I see it.
Here's the wolves. The ones that are howling, though, are surrounded. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Can someone please get that nugget a fresh pair of
That was unintentional.
How about tossing that one into space for science?
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna zoom in. Oh, yeah, it's okay. You have a broken bone.
I'm glad to see you taking such good care of your subjects.
Yeah. Thank you. So that should, yeah, I was gonna say that should shove it really on the side that I love my people. Okay, so we got 30 water there, and we got 30 water there, yeah. So we are good to go.
Is this something you enjoy watching?
Nice one, game. Well played. So yeah, so what I was saying beforehand is, if you put production buildings and things like places of work here, you know, they'll build kind of over near it, but they'll build away from it. So, so like, you know, there's a big warehouse here. Okay, so well, there's other houses over here. The hospital is right there, and the eatery's right there, and there's a reservoir in not that one, but I believe this one. Actually, they don't have a reservoir. I mean, that outline might do it, but okay, well. Looks like another reservoir is in order. Okay. And I guess it kind of makes sense to put it over here, but still. Okay, warehouse. Doesn't look like there's a job. Ancient burial is complete. Increases happiness. Well, of course it does. It's a cemetery. I'm gonna put it kind of. I'm gonna put it kind of over this way. Actually, I think that puts it outside of a. I think that means it's outside of a engineer's range, which is fine. We can build another engineer's hut, which you eventually have to do anyways. So. Doing that, okay. I believe that's what that means, right? Engineering hut. Yeah, just outside the range. That's fine. We can build another engineering hut, which we'll do right now, actually. Put it right here. Three houses.
I think the birds are conspiring against you, Creator.
Really? The thing is, you know, you're going to have to get those certain things to increase happiness, fishing, eateries, and the joy. You can, you know, and there's certain things that are necessary evils, so to speak, that decrease happiness. Hence, okay, wow, let me get some things going on. And so, you know, and like, you know, there are things that are necessary evils, so to speak, and necessary happiness boosts too. So, you know, I don't know, do reservoirs increase happiness?
Look at all of those colors. Isn't fall beautiful?
Yeah.
Someone should really make a painting before you lead the planet to ruin.
And there it is, the backhanded compliment. Well, like, yeah, fall is beautiful. It's like, yeah, before you destroy it. It's like, and there it is. Let's get another person praying. How's the box going? Okay, here, desperate, here, a clatter. Open it. Oh, open it. Oh, gosh. Yeah, hi. Yeah. Okay. We have somebody else. Good to know. Oh, where'd you go? So we have Hamako, who just went straight to work, which is great. Good. Kind of out of the blue. Let's click on Hamako and see what her traits are. So, okay, so she's neutral. Yeah, certain people have traits. Like, let's take a look if we can find any in here. So we click on our nuggets. Have a lot of true believers, but you sometimes can also get like glutton, hard worker, industrious, lazy. You know, so things can change. Let's get our non-true believer working at the hospital, because you know, it's good to have someone who's not a staunch true believer working at the hospital, because that way they won't rely on me to do all the work for them. So he's like, the creator can heal me. It's like, oh, look,
I like this research stuff, creator.
Sure you do. Let's watchtowers.
How about next we make something dangerous and fun?
Yeah, let's not do that. Now I think that this narrator might be dangerous.
Rejoice, creator. Your nuggets have experienced democracy for the first time.
That's not a
and
good
chosen
thing.
Adahi's successor. Let's hope the process will continue to be a good one for them.
Did he die?
To be
Oh, no,
fair,
he's
most
running.
nuggets
Okay.
are only slightly less qualified than you are at running a civilization, creator.
So you're brand new.
It's all about you, eh?
So nuggets form religion rather than focus more religion rather than on research. Creative points production. Great. Is negative. Less prone to injury. Let's go with the safety guidelines. So you can't choose, but you can influence people.
Oh, you're no fun anymore.
Hey, you've done a pretty good job. Alberton is the name of the place. I don't know about that. Yeah, no. Go with this. That's a street I grew up on. Not the street. There are a couple different places, but that's one of them. And it's kind of a cool name. So there, you know, the research rate would just fall. And so you know that's why I'm going with this guy. This person, that's food consumption going up, and not that we can't handle it. It's just I don't want to have to deal with that. You know, not to mention you're kind of brand new and you look fully that hospital, and no one's really on board. This I like the safety guideline. You know, not that we have people, jumping out of buildings or anything like that. It seems like we're in a pretty safe environment, but at the same time, it doesn't hurt to, not give the doctor tons of work to do. Okay, yeah, good. So 8 votes, 14 population. So there are 6 votes left to be cast, and so I don't know if votes can be changed once they're cast. I know you can't. I know they can't unvote, so to speak. So, but they might be able to change their votes. So let's see here. So 10 votes. So 4 votes left. So it's, so she could make a huge comeback. and tie it up. But I think still 10 votes. Kind of fun to watch this. There's only that, almost, just a little under 2 minutes. Okay, so Komako, unless they can change votes, I think she's out of the race. So, Adahe is winning, but the other guy, Kakabos, he could still come back. 2 votes left. It's down to a 2-man race pretty much at this point. All Adahe has to do technically is win 1 more vote, and he's got the election in the bag. Because once he gets to 7, there's one vote left. He's got too big of a lead to be overcome. Oh, it's tied. What happens if the... Okay, so Adahe's got it. Okay. I was going to ask, what happens if they vote for the 3rd candidate and it's tied at 6? So I'll check back a little bit later. Okay, engineer is ready to go. Okay. As everybody else, they're walking in the stairs, walking the tree. I'm not a fan of that tree thing that's going on. Not one bit. Okay, let's get. Let's focus on Nugget's might, power, so to speak. And we got the engineers over there, and then we can now build. Oh gosh, what did we just search? Think, buddy, think. Forecast tower. Okay, this can be built pretty much anywhere. It doesn't have to be a road. I'm going to put it right here, though. It just seems like this is a place that you would do it.
Forecasting involves a surprising amount of hindsight.
You're a glutton. You're a nibbler. Oh, no, you're a gourmand. Oh, so you're really good at cooking. Okay. We'll get to that in a second. We need a laborer. Celebrate.
That's the Nugget who won the election? Actually, I've seen more ridiculous candidates win in the past.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the guy who came in second. I'm gonna make him governor. Where is there he is? You're gonna be governor, buddy. So now let's see. Okay, so you're gourmand. What does that mean? What does that mean? Click on you. Okay, okay. Where are they? There they are. Okay. So as a gourmand gets hungry 20. Okay. I was seeing if because gourmand I thought okay that's not glutton. It's changed, but I was thinking and you probably know what that word means, but I wasn't sure. I had a sneaking suspicion that didn't mean that they were really good at cooking, but I wanted to see if maybe that's the way it was going with it. Like it's like oh they're excellent cooking. It's like okay well definitely like have them do that part, but that's not them, so that's fine. So to speak, and then we have a nibbler. Okay. Also, buildings all not well, not all, well, actually, yeah, most of them. Not all of them, but most of them. Like, a majority of buildings can be upgraded in some way, shape, or form. Where are you running to? Okay. Did someone die? It's like I found them, and it's like, oh, it's like I gotta go back to work. Kamado and something heavy production. That's okay. Oh, is that you on a date? Nope. Okay. So yeah, so I'm not sure what he does. Oh, wait a minute. Auto assignment. That's right. So places that have open jobs, like the temple, will get are now full. Will get auto assigned to workers. This is useful later on. Usually later on, it's very useful. So it's good to have that now. Because later on, when you have tons of buildings getting finished, and just like things going crazy, and you forget that you built a particular building and it needs somebody, town hall will take care of it. So you're heading home. Oh, that's right. You had a date. And now you're heading home. Hey, don't walk off. Oh boy. Good. A little bit worried for a minute that he's like, is somebody else gonna handle that? So we got tons of water, so it shouldn't be a problem. We got just lots of water. In all the well, except for that one. In the reservoirs that are important, we got lots of water. So, forecast tower is going to be built, and that will help us out in terms of time and such like that. Once the forecast tower is almost done, what are we looking at in terms of research here? Okay, so yeah, we got that. I think after this one, after hunting, we have a spot. I think we'll schedule up material refinement. Now you see these special ones. This uses discovery points, which you earn slowly, and so those are instantaneous. So I got discovery points right here. And discovery points, you earn discovery points by sending your nuggets on expeditions or building certain buildings. So there are certain buildings that it wants you to build that give you discovery points. What those buildings are, it doesn't necessarily tell you. It's kind of like, things, let's put you up there. So this tells you about seasons, like upcoming temperatures and disasters that are coming. Yeah, the impending doom that is about to crash down upon your nation. So legendary buildings and recreation, these things, these will, these require things that we don't have. Things like this, and legendary buildings in space, and certain buildings that are kind of essential and unique, well, not unique, but kind of unique, I guess, in a sense, that those will get you discovery points. Yeah, let's get material refinement scheduled. Oh, and there's a now progress bar down here where you are. Okay, so let's get the hunting, which is actually under defense. There, yes. Oh, okay. So, well, that's new. So, what it was just not long ago, it was a garrison, despite the fact it was a hunting lodge. So it looks like they got rid of that. And they've put the hunting lodge back in. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. I'm thinking of a different game, which I might very well be. Where do we want to put the hunting one? Okay, anyways. So I placed that down, so that's going to happen. So I'm going to leave it here, guys. Thank you for watching and taking some time to watch. What is 1.0 Universim? I'll probably bring it back here so we can take a look at some of the new changes if I notice anything else. But other than that, guys, this is Universim. You can get it on Steam right now. It's a really great game. It's by Crytiva, the guys who made it. Really did a good job. And so thank you for taking time out to watch it and to take a look at their game. And so make sure to crush that like button if you like the video and hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate that even more. And thank you to those of you who have subscribed already. But anyways, guys, until next time, this is Wrestler, logging off.